Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back with a very special Ask Me Anything. We're joined by a guy that I didn't know if we were ever going to get to talk to again, but he's back with a vengeance. Bryce 𝘍𝙗𝙗𝙖. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I need some Bryce Henry in my life. It's been over a year. I got to see your last fight. I was at your last fight, and I was so fucking excited to talk to you. And then you went quiet, and nothing was going on. Where the hell have you been?
Man, I've been training and chilling, man. Like, I guess nobody wanted to fight me. Some things happened with the little organization. I don't know what happened, but I just know a lot of people were scared to fight me. So I just been chilling and training and wait for that call.
People are going to say there's no way that's true, but I heard you called out everybody at 155. You didn't get one person to say yes at 155. So then they told you had to go up at 65, and people at 65 were telling you no. Why are you that scary?
Shit, I don't know. I would fight my damn self. I don't know. Like you said, I called out everybody at 155. They said no. So I went back to my old weight class to 165. Everybody said no. So I just been sitting in the bed just waiting. I'll fight anybody. They know that.
Now, there's a lot of, at the end of your, when you call it a career, would you rather be known as a great fighter or a big ticket sailor? It seems like everybody wants to be this big ticket sailor. Remember when being the best fighter was the most important thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, to answer your question, I'll be the best fighter, the greatest fighter. I don't give a fuck about selling tickets because I don't know. Like, they need that in the sport to keep them relevant.
Sure.
I'd rather be a better fighter because at least they know my name. Like, oh, that's a dangerous dude. Like, nobody to fight him. I don't give a fuck about selling the most tickets. I just want to fight. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just want to fight.
I feel like it goes hand in hand. I mean, like Tyson clearly wasn't selling out, arenas at 18 years old. I feel like, you start getting those knockouts and people want to see you and people buy those tickets to see you. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I feel like it goes hand in hand.
I know. Yeah, you're right. I think at first, at first you gotta fight so they can know your name. Then once you get a name, then you start selling tickets. I haven't really fighting that much. I mean, they know of me, but I'm not really out there either because nobody want to fight me. I guess once I get put out there more and then people know who I am, then they want to come see me more. Then I can sell tickets. But right now, it's been going a little slow. So
When I saw you last February, you're fighting at 155. You weighed in, I believe, at 151. I told your coach, I told Ryan, I said this kid could be a champion at 45, 55, and 65 all in 1 year if he really wanted to.
the 55, 65, yeah, but the 45, nah.
Well, you look like
Uh,
you're not. But last year at this time, you were much thinner. I can see in your face you've been putting on. Like you've been
yeah.
beefing up to go back up to 65.
Yep, yep. Now that my coach he had talked to me, he said, "Shit, he probably can make 45." I'm like, I don't know. I'm like 6'4", walking around like 160, 170. I don't know about that. And I'm not. I don't really have fat on me, so and I'm like I'm
Yeah.
pretty lean, so I don't know. I don't know. I ain't trying to kill myself.
One thing that I always liked about you, you're humble. Your last fight against Robbie, though, we saw a little bit of chippiness, a little bit of like, you're touching your eye, and like you started to kind of show a little bit of personality. Are we expecting to see a new Bryce in this upcoming fight?
I want to say a new Bryce. I think I'd be the same. It just depends how he comes out. If he come out talking shit, like that's one reason I did that to Robbie. The reason I did that to Robbie because Robbie said, "Oh, he's gonna put me out or just talk." He was just talking mess. So if this
Yeah.
dude come out talking shit, then I'm a match him for that. Fuck matching him. I'm gonna outdo him. So yeah. But nah, yeah, I'm gonna be an asshole. Nah, I'm gonna be an asshole because I gotta sell myself. I gotta sell myself.
It is funny though because like you're seeing that now. Like you look at a guy like Redneck. Redneck was always super humble, and now he's a much more opinionated guy and putting it out there. And I see the same thing for you. You're a very humble guy. You do it with your fists in the ring, but then you gotta sell yourself. So like I love it. I love this like a little bit of brashness. I think it's great.
Yes, yes, you got to sometimes because people say they love the humble fighters until it gets boring, and then now they want to see him talk shit or do a little push at the weigh-ins. You gotta keep people entertained in some way. So yeah, you definitely gonna see some bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna be on my bullshit in Omaha.
Now it's funny. Starting last year again, I keep going back to last year. I thought you and Kai were the youth face going forward. Kai at 45, you at 55. You guys are
Yeah.
both. young guys and brash guys, and like I said, and like he really ran with it, and then you weren't doing a whole lot with it. I know you did a boxing fight. A lot of
Mhm.
people are trying to tell me now, like, oh, well, he lost a boxing fight. He doesn't have a chin anymore. I'm thinking, like, did you people watch the boxing? You didn't get knocked out in your boxing fight. You know what I mean? Like, people keep
Yeah.
talking about, like, oh, he doesn't have the chin anymore. And one of the people on Reddit, it was really irritating me. Like, and I wanted to tell the guy, go fuck himself. But like people are going to ask about your boxing fight. What happened?
So, like I said before, I have a condition, the whole grave disease bullshit. So I think I had a flare that night. What triggered that flare was I think I lost. That's why I'm not fighting at 55 anymore, because I think I lost too much weight, and then that caused a flare. So that night I couldn't really move how I wanted. It's like I was being like held on, like my whole body. So it was nothing but a medical issue. So I guess when I got knocked down, like, cause it hit my face and my body, but like more so my body. So when I fell, I felt my body give up. So I'm like, this shit ain't worth it. Like I felt my body say, fuck this shit. So I got up. I made the count. The ref said, you good? I'm like, hell yeah. Should I continue? I said, no, it ain't worth losing my life over this shit. I said, nah. I got people who actually love me and fuck with me. So I'm like, fuck this shit. Let's do it.
Okay, true or false? I'm not going to ask numbers. True or false? You made more money in that boxing fight than you've made all of your BKFC fights.
Hell no.
You
Like, wait,
didn't
you
make.
talk about all my fights combined in bare knuckle?
I'm saying all your bare knuckle fights. Did you make more for doing that one boxing fight than you did in your bare knuckle fights?
I say the boxing fight.
Again, you don't have to give numbers. I was just
Yeah,
true or
yeah, yeah.
false.
So
I had heard you made more to do the boxing fight than you did for your bare knuckle fights.
of course, yeah, I made more, but not. I wouldn't say just for one fight. Like all my
Okay.
that wasn't all my bare knuckle fights. They paid great. They paid
Okay.
fucking great. But that my boxing fight was like top three.
No, that's what I was going to kind of get back to. People will shit on you because, oh, you're the face of the bare knuckle and you should do this, but they don't realize that boxing throws big money at you, young up and coming stars.
Yeah, yeah. Like, why not? And then like I was sitting out for a minute. Like, why
Yeah.
not? Like why not? BKFC wasn't fighting me. Nobody want to fight me. So like shit, I gotta stay busy somehow. I'm young. You gotta stay busy. That's how young fighters fuck up.
All right. So again, this is a question. Your dad gave me this talking about the Graves' disease. He said, ask him how mad he was that he couldn't box anymore. But little did he know that little setback made him even more hungry. So he's been kicking ass ever since.
Oh yeah.
When
You
your
see him,
dad
man?
told you you might not get a fight again, what did that make you feel like?
that that made me take the whole things more serious. 'Cause at first, I'm young, I'm a kid. Like, I wasn't really like. And people say like, "Oh, be serious, be serious." And all right, all right. But I was still a kid. I wasn't thinking about it really that much. And I guess that night, it taught me something. So when he told me that shit, it kind of pissed me off because I know he's not gonna say that for no reason. But I'm like, all right, he was right this whole time. So let me actually listen this time. So after that, I've been sparring. I've been fucking them up. I ain't taking it easy on nobody. Like, I've been running through everybody.
Is there medication? Is it like a diet? Like, how do you stay healthy having this illness?
So I guess at first it was medication. Like, you could pick like which one you want to do, like medication, radiation, surgery. So I went with the medicine because it's the most safest one.
Sure.
So that's when I stopped watching for like 9 months. And then once they seen the medication like work, mind you, it take like a year plus for your levels to regulate. But mine took 9 months, so I got for that. And then what you need to do, like I guess, yeah, the whole diet situation, you do that. And then I took it serious, and then it got back good. And I guess the weight thing just fucked me. It is I don't know what happened. I guess the weight just messed me up.
Okay, so then going forward, you don't see yourself cutting anymore. You think 65 will probably be the lowest you'll want to go, and every year from there, you just maybe like 65 or continue going up.
I say 60, yeah, 60 and 65 up. No more under that.
Okay, your brother sent in a question. Your brother's a smooth guy. I love your brother. He takes some
Mhm.
fantastic photos. He's one of my favorite people to follow online. Before I ask this, is there any chance we see a Bryce and Bobby on the same card?
Mm, I don't want to say too much.
Oh, okay. Well,
I,
I don't think we see him on Omaha, but I'm curious if there's any chance we see Bryce Bobby in the BKFC.
That would be lit as fuck. I ain't gonna cut. That would be lit as hell. I don't want to say too much, but I heard something about that in the future in the works. I heard so. Don't be surprised if you see Henry on the same card.
Henry and Henry. That'll be awesome, dude. I can't wait.
That'd
It'd
be
be
lit.
so who headlines? If it's the Henry brothers, who headlines?
Of course, it gotta be it gotta be the oldest one, me.
It's gotta be the
Of
others.
course.
All right. So your
Of
brother,
course.
he sent in this question. He said, "Here's a good story. Ask him about when it was one tournament we had, and we both fought the same person back to back one week, and then my brother fought him the next week, and we both knocked the kid out."
I'm like, that's amateur days. So what happened was my brother Bobby, he fought this one kid like a week before. And then I guess me and him had weight the same at the next tournament, so we couldn't fight. We couldn't. I guess they tried to put us with each other. I said hell no. So I guess either one of us had to make like we went up and we went up. So either I went up or he went down, and then I ended up fighting the kid. So he knocked the kid out last week or like 2 weeks ago, and then next week I knocked his ass out. So I'm like, damn, I forgot about that story. What the fuck? That's old as hell. What the hell? Yeah, we legit. We have fought I was it Carter Park at Sunland. He knocked him out like 2 weeks ago, and I knocked him out. And I think I never seen that kid ever fight again.
When you take back to back ass whooping from the Henry brothers, it makes sense.
That shit ain't good. Yeah, I think he completely stopped boxing. Like for real, for real.
Does that make you feel bad? You ruined this kid's like passion. Like you soul snatched him. You and your brother like took all this kid's passion.
Trust me, he's not the only one. It's been a few niggas. It's been a lot of kids I ain't never see ever box again because of me and my brother.
Okay, it seems like anytime I talk to the cheat code, it always comes back to Jared and the Henry brothers. Can you rank who's the best of the three of you?
I like everybody asks this. I'm always gonna say that my brother's better than me, always. So I say he's the top. Fuck Jared. I'm in the middle, and Jared's dead ass last. Jared to go to hell. Hey, look, that's my brother though. I fuck with Jared. Jared's like a brother to me, but Jared is last. I'm put my brother above me.
Okay, if you could like sum up cheat code in like one or two words, like I love cheat code. A lot of people hate cheat code. He is, and I tell him this all the time. He's the bad guy of the BKFC. A lot of people don't like him. I like him.
Yeah.
He keeps it fucking real. Like he keeps it real, tells it to you like it's straight. If you could sum him up, like what would you say?
Best asshole ever.
All right,
Best.
can you explain?
Yeah. I knew Ryan since I'm 24 now, but
Okay.
I met Ryan, or I trained under Ryan since I was 15 years old. So it's been like what, 9,
9
almost 10
years.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ever since I met Ryan, Ryan always been real, like real, nothing but real. Like he'll tell you how it is, him the fuck how it comes out, cause that's just how he is. He always stayed true to himself. I say he's one of the most realest person I met. And he's like a dad to me in a way.
Sure.
Cause Ryan just don't teach me about boxing. He taught me about boxing, life, just shit on the side about cars, houses, all type of shit. Like, yeah, he's like another dad. So hell yeah, he's like another dad. I got my real dad. He's like my other dad. So I
Yeah.
thank God for him. 'Cause I don't know where I'll be at without Ryan. I don't know where I'll be. Yeah.
Oh, like I said, that completely makes sense. So your dad gave me one more thing to ask you about. If you were gonna guess what your dad would want you to promote for your dad, what would you think?
GHC, get them mouth guards, man. Go and get
Get
them. I ain't
them.
gonna lie. He's the best in the fucking business. I ain't gonna lie. That's the best mouthpiece I ever had in my life. I still got 4 on me. I always keep 4 on me. Done the best mouthpiece. Matter of fact, even after my knockout win, I'm gonna show them bitches. I'm like, yo, go get this. This is the best mouthpiece ever. Go get it. What you waiting on?
I've seen your dad's mouth guard. It's funny because back in the day, I used to fight MMA, and we used to just go get the cheap one at like the Dick's Sporting Goods, and you'd soak it in
The little
water and put it.
boilies.
Yeah, yeah. And I see the stuff your dad makes, and I'm like, holy! Like I cornered Tommy Stridham. I like trying to get those fuckers out of somebody's mouth. They lock your jaw in there, so it definitely helps prevent.
Gotta get in there.
Yeah. What if you were going to pass along like one? I mean, Derek Finley, he's a tough guy. But if you were going to make a prediction, I mean, like same sort of thing. Like you're going in there looking. You don't get paid by the round. You get paid by the fight? You looking to do it as quick as possible, or are you wanting to like maybe not necessarily drag it out, but you want to get? I mean, you've been out for a year. Do you want to get a little bit of it, like a ring rust knocked off? Like, what's your plan?
Round two.
Round
It
two.
could be round. It could be round one. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, because I was taught not to put your food,
Sure.
But if he doesn't have it, or if I was told if they don't belong in you, like in there with you, get him out.
Sure.
So we're just gonna see. I'm gonna see how he is. I'm gonna see if he tires out. You know, he's a little older. I'm gonna see what he got first. But if he don't want to be in there for real, I'm gonna get him out.
Okay, here's another true or false. I don't need you to drop names, but I heard that another company tried to poach you from BKFC, and then it kind of forced BKFC to get you on a card. Like BKFC had wanted to get you on a card, and they were kind of slow playing it. And another company said, "We want Bryce," and they tried to take you. True or false?
True.
True. I can't lie. Like when I heard that, I was so devastated. I said, shit, I wanted to watch you fight again. So I'm so glad that you guys were able to work it out with Nate and Dave and stay in BKFC.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Nah, I like no. I mess with Dave. Dave's a cool guy, but like I said, I'm young. I can't be just sitting out, just letting talent go to waste.
No, fighters get old when they sit on the shelves. You know what I mean? Like, even
Mm-hmm.
though you're 24, I mean, like when you take a year off, it absolutely hinders you. So, like, I agree. Did you and Dave and Nate and all those guys come up with like, hey, maybe let's try to fight me at least twice a year type of thing? Or is it like right now you got the one? Did you sign a multi-fight? Like, what did you do?
I had a what is it, 3 fight or 4 fight deal, something like that. But I only I fought once. I fought
Right.
Robbie. But
Right.
like I said, like they offer people fights. I guess they want to fight me. And I guess I don't know. Like I don't really know like all like into it. I just went for a date, and I guess a lot of people didn't want to fight me.
So you've been ranked at 55 and 65. You're not ranked at
Mm-hmm.
either right now, which to me is a travesty. But I guess there's like a new thing that if you haven't fought in over a year, you automatically get moved. Where do you see yourself in the 165 rankings?
Number one. That's easy. Number one.
I had heard you had wanted to fight Jake Lindsay. You had asked for the Jake Lindsay fight. Was that
Mm-hmm.
fight close to being made?
It was. It was. It definitely was. But somebody when they want to fight Bryce.
Were you like, was it supposed to happen in Omaha? Was it supposed to happen in Florida? Like, where were you supposed to fight? Like, how soon were you supposed to fight him? Was it, soon or no?
That was actually on this card, the Omaha one. But then, like I said, little birdie said somebody didn't want to fight, so that's when we had to come up with another opponent, and then they gave me him, and I said I don't care, I'll fight anybody. So they gave me Derek.
Okay, so after this fight, then you're immediately calling out number one. Like you got to think. For me, I like I said, to me, it made sense for you to fight Jake. It's
Mm-hmm.
like if they're not going to do that, I could see them doing Jake versus Julian Lane right now because he's got a lot of hype, and then maybe the number one fights Austin or Snake, whoever wins. So I just right now 65 is so full of killers, but also
Mm-hmm.
you want to see the top 5 fight each other.
If I don't get Trout next, then I want to go take the silver belt from Tierney. That's what I really want. I want Tierney. If I can't get Trout, I get Tierney. I don't care who it's anybody top 5. But if I don't get Trout, I really want Tierney. If I don't get Tierney, I want Trout.
Do you have anything against Connor Tierney? Like I like Connor Tierney. I think he's fun. Do you like him or no?
Nah, like I'm a fighter. I just want to fight the best. He got the belt. Why not?
Sure. Well, but he's got a European belt. So do you plan on moving over to Europe so you can have the
Yeah,
European belt?
I want all that. I need all that. Well, look, check me out. Why just stop at gold? I want it all.
What country would you move to in Europe so that you could like are you thinking like Amsterdam or something like that? Like what country are you going to go like take up residence so you can fight for the European belt?
It don't matter wherever they put me at, wherever they send me at. I don't care. I sleep outside if they need me to. I don't care.
We're seeing all these super cards come up. Is that something that's on your radar?
Mm, shit. Yeah, if anybody want to fight me, I don't care. I play B side. I don't care. But I know realistically, nobody's gonna fight me. Nobody's gonna mess up their record for that. But I would love to fight on it. But I just know realistically, nobody's gonna want to fight me. So
Do you still plan on doing boxing, or is bare knuckle a little like gentler on your body? Like, what's your plans going forward?
um, I want to do boxing, but I know how the company go now. It is whatever pays more.
Sure.
Yeah, Ryan taught me. Whoever pays more, it don't matter. Like go where that check is. Go wherever pays more, because you can't live off all that other bullshit. You can live off money. So let's go where the money at.
Okay, we know you left 55, but you had the Soto versus Franco. Did either of those guys you think pose? If you were to fight one, you win against both guys? Was one guy tougher than the other?
Easy money, both of them. I'd have ran through both of
Is that
them.
kind of like unfortunate that you sat for so long? Because like I said, I honestly feel like you could have been you could have been in the title run. I would have loved. I was pitching for you to fight Tony Soto. Like that fight made sense to me.
Shit, you can even add Palomino in there, because y'all know I wanted him for the longest. I wanted Palomino when he had the belt. I wanted goddamn Frank, and I wanted Soto. But I think Soto want to fight me. So nah, I think honestly, like I'm not gonna brag or nothing. I would have ran through them easy. Easy.
Okay, so if you are you one of those guys, like I said, you got the BKFC guy, but we're looking at bringing some boxers in. Is there a boxer out there that you would like to throw hands with in bare knuckle?
My brother. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Your brother's a 45er or is he a 55er?
40, yeah, 47.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you beat him up.
No, I don't think no. Like he kind of big. Nah, I don't think he. To be honest, he'll say he'll make 40, 45, but I don't think he is, because he got big. Like he got big. So I think he's a good 55. He's a 55. Posse, he can nah, yeah, 55. I was about to say 65, but nah, not yet.
Not
Or
yet.
55, not yet. But anybody, nah, that's a death wish. Canelo.
You only want big fights, don't you?
Got to, because big fights mean big money.
At the end of the day, like, what do you see your legacy? Like, undefeated champion, like, like everybody wants to be the dog, but
Hmm.
I feel like some of you boxers, like I talked to you and I talked to Austin Trout, like the dudes who are legit boxers, they go,
Hmm.
look, I don't want to get in there and dog it out. I just want to get in there, beat the shit out of the guy and end it. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys want to sit there and trade punches. Like
Nah,
you
hell no.
enjoy getting out there, punching the shit out of the guy, not getting hit, and then winning.
Because I think people fall into that little bullshit when they like, oh, be entertaining and like entertain the fighters and give like a show. But like at the end of the day, you got to go home with all them bruises and scratches, teeth missing, eye almost gone. Like that shit ain't cool. So I think the stick to boxing, hit and don't get hit. And it's a little more dangerous because you don't got the little like the gloves, the leather, like protects you. Like one little scratch, over with. So I like, nah, man, I'm getting there. Like Austin said it right. Get in there, hit him, and don't get hit. Come out pretty. I'm trying to stay pretty, so hell no, that shit ain't. I ain't trying to spend all that money for like my hospital bill. That shit ain't cool.
Austin's wife and his mom both told him he's allowed to do bare knuckle until he gets cut. That they said, you're too pretty. We don't want you getting cut up. Is that something similar with you and your family? Like, hey, keep your face intact and you can fight until you start, getting cut up.
It's like my family. It's a me thing. Like I'm a good looking kid. Like I ain't
You
trying to
are?
mess
No, I
that.
mean,
I ain't trying to mess that up. Like nah, like but like I said, I got people who actually care about me. So like I can't go in there. And then I got people, my friends and family, they love to crack on you. So
sure.
I get, even if I get hit with some clean shit, or they're gonna laugh at me or crack on me. But still try not to get hit. I understand that this is a combat sport, you're gonna get hit, but try to come out there. You went in there pretty, stay out there, come out pretty. That's what my dad said. If you're going in handsome, come out handsome. He always told me that ever since boxing. So that has stuck with me ever since I was a little kid. So I'm just doing what he taught me.
So let me ask you this. You posted that you're coming back, and the amount of BKFC fighters that were so freaking excited that you're finally back. Does that feel good that you know that you have all that love and support? And like even people that you would think that, might kind of be not necessarily on Team Bryce, they're still super excited to see you back.
Yeah, that shit felt amazing. Cause like I thought a lot of people forgot about me. Like I'm like, damn, like what's going on? Then I seen that shit like, oh shit, I am still kind of relevant. But I understand people like they love true talent.
Sure.
You know, you got people, you know how people just come in there and they be ass as hell, but they can sell tickets. But I forgot people out there who actually love talent, and I go in there and I showcase my skills like I do all the time. So, but it felt great.
Okay, so my last question that I usually ask people, and who knows, I might think of another question before I ask it. But do you remember the first time you were in a street fight? The first time you punched somebody out of anger? You know, like growing up, were you somebody who liked to throw hands at school?
I mean, nah, I growing up, I was a little pretty boy. Like I was a little pretty boy. I didn't really get into fights, but when I did, I was just mad. So I don't really remember like how it went down. Like I was just mad. So like like in boxing and bare knuckle, you supposed to stay calm and shit.
Sure.
When I was younger, when I did get into fist fights, I was just mad. Like how people say, "Oh, you see red and shit." That's how I was when I was little. So I don't really now. I'm calm and shit. So it's a big difference. Now it's like breathing now. It's like second nature. Like now I
Yeah.
can go in there and do my thing. It's like I don't gotta think about the shit I do. Like it's like I'm in a flow state. So it's a big difference.
When you were young and you're getting mad and getting fired up, were you a crier? Like if you started crying, someone was going to get hurt, or were you not a crier?
Hell no.
Dude, I was a
Hell no.
crier. Don't make fun of me, Bryce. I like if
Nah.
I started crying, I was gonna get ready to murder you. Like I was a very sensitive kid.
Nah, I couldn't be a sensitive kid. I had tough parents. I had tough parents. Like even when I was a kid, I was mad, but I was still kind of calm in a way. But now it's just better because I know how to throw now. When I was a kid, I was mad as fuck, but I was still calm. It was like kind of the same, but now I can think now and know what I'm gonna do. When I was a kid, it was just mad as fuck but calm. I was no crier. Cause
Did
crying to me felt like I like a little bitch or something. Nah,
well, thanks
nah.
a lot. Thanks a lot, you jerk. Let me ask you this: did you go to the weigh-ins tonight? Did you see any of the crazy shit at the weigh-ins?
Fuck no. No,
Did
I ain't going over there.
so Zambo, like Steve, like slapped Zambo in the face. Zambo clocked him and he fucking stumbled him. Then Steve picked up the fucking scale and was gonna try to hit Zambo with the scale.
I did see that on Instagram. I did
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that. I
Okay.
did see that.
And then 55, we see 55's going out. They created a King of the Streets belt. HD, one of your homies, Luis,
Hmm.
somebody you wanted to fight. How do you see that fight going?
Wait, they made a belt?
They made a belt. It's called the King of the Street belt.
What in the ghetto is going on?
I,
Nah.
I've heard people say compare it kind of that UFC belt, like the bad motherfucker belt. This is the King of the
Uh,
Street belt.
Shit, I want my boy. 100%. I talked to him yesterday. I want my boy HD. I gotta be with my boy. I knew Howard since I was like 9, 10 years old. I gotta go with my boy. That's family. I'm rocking with AG to the day I die. That's my boy.
You are friends with a lot of guys. Is there any chance like you're friends with HD, but if HD was for some reason to go up to 65, you guys aren't part of the same management. Would we potentially see it HD versus Bryce, or you guys are homies and there's no chance you fight?
Nah, we ain't fighting. Nah, I ain't gonna fight my boy. Nah, I ain't gonna fight him. Nah, they got that shit. 'Cause I know how this shit go. Now, if it comes like some millions and me and AZ talk about it, be like, yo, listen here, nigga. This about that bread, nigga. Then then we're like, okay, hell yeah. But if it's just like for pennies, fuck no. Hell no. I ain't going for that.
Who's coming with you to Omaha?
Ryan.
Just Ryan?
Yeah, cause you know how BKFC get.
Well, I'm going to be in Omaha. So if you need somebody else in the corner, I will be in Omaha. So you let me know.
All right, bet. All right, bet. You cool. All right, bet. We
So
good
check this
then.
out. My wife, she's coming with me. We went to the last Omaha card. It's like a 9 hour drive. The
Hmm.
the one thing I said, hey, I had heard about your fight before. I said, hey, Bryce is going to be on Omaha. She goes, oh my God, we have to go. That's the one person for BKFC I want to meet.
Oh shit. So hey, I
Yeah,
got you. I got you. I got you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring her something too.
I
I'm gonna bring her
appreciate
something.
that, big man. I appreciate
I'm
that.
I'm bring, I'm gonna bring her something.
All right.
Don't
Well, I
worry.
appreciate.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you something too. Cause out of everybody, even I'm gonna touch on the topic from earlier when you said like, well, a lot of people like give me love. You were probably the only the person who kept like reposting me and shouting me on Instagram. So like, I'm gonna say from the bottom of my heart, I respect you. I ain't cat. I got love for you. I ain't gonna lie, cause a lot of people forgot. I thought they forgot about me. And you the only person who kept reposting me, tagging me. I'm like, damn, this nigga fuck with me. I gotta show him
Listen,
love whenever I see him.
I actually got in trouble from someone BKFC related because they said it was negative to keep bringing up like that you aren't fighting. So,
Mm. So
and
tell
I
me who
said,
it was. Tell me who it was. I'll swing on him for you.
no, I said, I don't feel like it's negative. I said, this guy is the face of 155 at the, you know what I mean? Like you're a young, good looking kid. You're
Mm-hmm.
well spoken. You knock the shit out of people with your hands. I was like, what else do you want in a fighter? How are you not going to fight this guy?
Shit, I can say it's my contract, but they won't. The other person won't. So
Yeah.
I can't put I can't put a gun to people's head and be like, oh, fight me. So I just let it be. I just stay in the gym and sharpening my tools.
All right. So then this is my last question. Just came to me. I see 𝘽𝙖𝙗𝙖 doing music videos. I see 𝘽𝙖𝙗𝙖 doing music videos. Your
Mhm.
brother shoots a lot of stuff. Is there any chance we see you starting to do some movies, some music videos? Like I said, you got the look.
I ain't gonna lie. I spoke about this with my brother. I said because he's a brother who wants to be in like the video, the movies.
Sure. Yeah.
I stick with the pictures. Like I used to model, like for like Title and all the other stuff. I'll do that, but the whole like acting, I don't see myself doing that. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's not me at all. Like,
All right, this one just came to me. This is official my last question. So you are
gotcha.
Bryce Baba Yaga Henry. You have Arnold Boogeyman Adams. Do you see yourself ever finding Arnold Adams to be the only person that's allowed to use the Boogeyman nickname in BKFC?
It's Baba Yaga,
Baba
Baba
Yaga.
Yaga. Nah, and Arnold, that's my boy. Hell nah, nah, I'm
I
messing with
like
him.
Arnold.
Nah, that's my boy. I'm
He
not,
too
and
thick for you?
that's a big motherfucker. Hell no. Hey, don't he fight like heavyweight or something?
He does fight heavyweight. I've asked to interview Arnold a couple times, and I get told that he doesn't like to do interviews. But I'm trying to, because he's another guy that I think we should see back. I think he's phenomenal in the ring. He's got a great personality and stuff, and I think we should see him back. And like he's another guy that's just sitting on the sideline like you.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit him up just for you. No worry.
I
I'm
appreciate you, my
like,
man.
I'm gonna hit him up just for you. I'm telling him stock him Hollywood, man. Go do the interviews.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though you might not like him, just go do them, man.
I appreciate it. All right, man. Listen, we love you on the Reddit. I kid you not. Like everybody was so excited to see you're coming back. Like there's people that are like, I'm going to Omaha now. They weren't going to go to Omaha because let's be honest. Like, I mean, it's got a couple okay fights, but when they added you, I told people, I said, there's going to be a new big name marquee fight that people are going to want to see, and people are loving it.
It's crazy 'cause I don't know who's on the Omaha card with me. I don't know
So,
who on.
so the headline is for 175. It's Marcus Edwards out of Colorado versus Dakota Cochran, who's out of Nebraska. I
Mhm.
had heard that Houston was supposed to headline it, but then I had heard that he had priced himself out, so he's not on it. And then
Mm.
and then there's a couple of there's another 165 fight. It's kind of funny that they bumped the co-main 165 fight to the feature fight. It's got that
Mhm.
Zeb Vincent versus I can't remember off the top of my head, but Zeb's in the top 5 now too. So I'm actually surprised they didn't try to throw you versus Zeb.
Like I said, they probably tried to. They probably swung my name around him and said, "Hell nah." But you
Nah.
know, who knows?
Cool, man. Well, listen, I appreciate it so much. I'm glad we finally got to talk. It was great to meet you in person. I'm glad we got to meet in person, become friends first, but I'm freaking excited we finally got on here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right,
Just
my
let
man.
me know anytime. I'll slide back anytime. I ain't cap.
Well, I
I've been
appreciate you.
no problem, man. I appreciate you, my boy. For real, for real.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks so much. And I can't wait to see you, dude.
Yes, sir. You too.
Later, man. Bye.
Later.